Hey, this is Vickie. I'm coming to you from Upper Room Ministries, giving you a daily dose of spiritual oxygen. Yesterday, I shared with you that I was carrying a burden of sadness. It wasn't just me, experiencing sadness. It was a sense of the spirit of oppression and sadness. And so I knew I needed to simply just persevere through it and stand firm as best as I could. The Lord gave me a message a long time ago. He said, a boat does not drift far from its anchor amidst turbulent seas and storms. The anchor is Jesus. The boat is us. And I knew that I'm not drifting far. I'm anchored in amidst the turbulent seas and storms. I'd like you to remember. Isn't it interesting? The wind is blowing. The Lord took me out here to make this video, and I hope you don't mind, because I know the wind chimes are going and there's wind, but it really brings home the point where He took me. From yesterday, and there was a big fruit today, can I tell you, from what I experienced yesterday. He took me to, I'm going to see if I can get this. He took me to this flower. I think it's a hyacinth, I'm not sure. He took me there as a reminder of His creative beauty. Even though I was going through that distressing time, and it was very difficult, it went on for hours and hours. There's a huge breakthrough today. And right after I went through that, I just wanted to know what the Lord gave me. He gave me 1 Peter 1, 6 and 7. He said, in this you rejoice. So I needed to rejoice even though I was sad. See, He gives you a direction there on rejoicing. Because there's a purpose. Listen to the purpose. Although now for a little while you may have to suffer through various trials. That's what I did. All right. And he said, so that, see, there's a purpose. The genuineness of your faith. So am I really faithful or am I not faithful? The genuineness of my faith. Am I truly genuine? Your faith, which is more precious than gold, that is perishable, even though tested by fire, may prove to be for praise, glory, and honor at the revelation of Jesus Christ. Did you catch that? There's a rejoicing within the trial. The maxim that the Lord gave me was, a boat does not drift far from its anchor amidst turbulent seas and storms. God is providential. He told us to rely solely on His providence, promise, and protection. That anchor is providence, promise, and protection. He is the anchor. And a few months ago He said, anchor in, anchor in. The winds are about to blow. And indeed they did. A war broke out overseas. He is always preparing us. He is always providential. Whether you believe it or not, you need to come into agreement. Whether you see it or not, you need to come into agreement. Why? Because that's the way heaven works. And if you don't come into agreement, it's going to cost you. Now, I know from experience. So I'm inviting you to come into agreement despite what storm you're going through. Despite what trial you're going through. He gave us a direction. And even in James, he says, rejoice, my brothers and sisters, when you receive trials of this kind. You don't feel like rejoicing. But you must know that rejoicing is necessary because it proves your faith in He who is the provider. He who is all-knowing, all-providential, and all-loving. He's going to take care of everything because His providence, promise, and protection is the anchor. Are you with me on that? So today is a day of great rejoicing. There is a fruit that I wish I could tell you, but since it's private, I'm going to not do that. I want to honor that. But boy, that trial yesterday was so worth the fruit today. Amen. So a boat does not drift far from its anchor amidst turbulent seas and storms. Rejoice, my brothers and sisters, when you receive trials of this kind, for they will perfect you, and your faith is tested. And then you'll see the glory. He'll take you from glory to glory. Amen. Boy, what a great day. Thank you all for your prayers. Thank you so very much. As I stood on the word and I stood on the encouragement that all of you gave me. You gave me lots of encouragement. You showed your love of me. You reached out, you touched my heart, and I wept some more. Do you know, some people wrote to me in those letters that they had healings. There's one lady, she was healed of completely after 10 years of OCD. 10 years free. This could be you. What does it take? Come into agreement that that possibility is there for you. Amen. Move at the pace of peace and do what love requires. In every moment of every hour of every day. And stay anchored in. Amen.